Okay, this little chap is Bruce. He's with me today, new student on a school day. I first met Bruce last year and he was with a fosterer at the time, and the fosterer tried to introduce him to another dog, but he kept Bruce on the lead. It was a narrow confined passageway where the dogs met, and this other dog was a little bit tense with him and snapped at him, which has kind of put him on this downward spiral, if you like. This way. So now when he sees other dogs, certainly he's been kept on a lead. He went through a phase of really lunging at them and barking and really looking very, very aggressive. So obviously there's cause for concern there. So we've been very careful with him. Now he's with a lovely couple who have adopted him, and they've been doing loads of work. They're going in leaps and bounds with him. They do an awful lot of long line work with him, which is great. So he gets the freedom, but obviously they can still control, where he goes. So if they saw another dog, etc. It's really important to get the structure on your walk. The structure lets the dog know who's in charge of this walk. And if he clearly sees and respects you as being in charge, then he will not be reactive to other dogs. If you have a dog that's a little bit tense or a little bit nervous, a bit reactive, what they will do is, if you let them, pull you on the lead, stop and sniff just as they please. If you panic when they start to pull you about a little bit, that dog's in charge and he won't trust you or respect you to make the decisions that are going to keep him safe. Isn't that right? So it is important to have the structure there. The structure builds the respect and it builds the leadership. The leadership will stop your dog from being reactive because they'll look to you for what to do. They'll remain calm because they know you've got this all in, all covered. You're safe. You're providing a safe environment for them just by putting the boundaries in place. So my work with Bruce this morning is just that, making sure he sees me the right way. And I can also get to see where his head's at. So we met a couple of dogs on the first part of the walk where he was on the lead. And yes, there was a little bit of a whine. Each time he whined, I gave him the ch sound and just let him know it's not what I want. But I just kept walking. Other than that, I ignore what he's doing. And it wasn't too bad, really. There was no leaning towards the dogs. There was no real sort of tense behaviour, certainly no barking. But it gave me a chance to let him know what I expect of him on a walk. So it was good that happened, that we got to see those dogs. So now I'm in an area where, I know this area, I always come here when I've got a dog on its own. Nobody seems to come here. It's a bit too hilly and boggy for people, I think. So anyway, this is where we are now. Because I've done the long line work with him, I've done the lead work with him, I've got his head in the right place, how he views me and respects me. So I've got the control of him on the lead, so he can be off lead now. And I'm just going to keep building this relationship.